everyone. So I am winding down for the night, and I just thought that I would share with you what I do to start to relax and kind of prepare my mind for rest. And I say rest and not sleep because, not to sound like holier than thou or anything like that, but because I actually believe that rest starts before you go to sleep. So I just wanted to share with you how I kind of transition out of to-do mode and into a restful mindset where I can just let my mind just be. The first thing that I do, and it usually starts about 2 hours, sometimes earlier before bedtime, is I actually start to minimize screen time. I have actually already been staying off of social media as much as possible just in general, but especially at night. I have just really come to believe that the last thing we need to go to bed with is thinking about how our lives measure up to everyone else's, and it's really easy to fall into that mindset on social media. So I just try to remove it from my routine at night. And what I like about the iPhone is that it actually has a screen time limit feature. So you can actually go into your settings and you can put a limit on what apps you want to minimize your screen time on. So I actually have my screen time limitation on all my social media accounts 24/7, just because I want to always think twice before I go into an app and think, is this really how I want to spend my time? Or could I be doing something better, rather than just clicking on it and immediately falling into that rabbit hole that we all tend to fall into. And then all of a sudden an hour passes and we're like, wow, why don't I have time to read? You know what I'm saying? It just makes the apps unclickable. You would have to click on them and then click again to get past the limitation. And so it just makes you stop and think and hopefully decide that you want to spend your time a little bit better. I work from home, so I actually usually already have my PJ pants on, unless I decided to leave the house that day. But at this point in the night, I'll usually change out of my PJ pants into my workout clothes. I know that most people don't like to work out, and so this part of the night routine might not appeal to you too much, but I actually love to work out, especially at night. I know, call me a freak. I just feel like it really helps me to process and kind of work off any emotions that may have built up throughout the day, throughout work, throughout whatever, and just work it off and just kind of decompress. It makes me feel strong from the inside out, and it also just eats up that last little bit of energy that I probably don't have at the end of the night. That just helps me to really knock out at night and just get a really good night's sleep. Then after working my butt off, I obviously shower. I only wash my hair about twice a week, but whenever I do, I just started using this TG. It's like a color protecting shampoo since I do have colored hair, and I always only shampoo the roots. I don't shampoo my ends at all, and I shampoo the roots twice. And then after that, I go in with conditioner, and I only apply my conditioner from like mid to ends. And I don't rinse out my conditioner right off the bat. I just leave it in while I do the rest of my routine in the shower. I always wash my face in the shower, and recently I have just started using the Duval Radiant Skincare System. This one is awesome. It has one attachment just for everyday facial cleansing, and I always cleanse my face twice as well. And then it has one attachment for exfoliating if you need just like a good physical exfoliant, and then it has one large brush for your body, and then it has even this little attachment for your feet and your knees and like rough patches on your skin. This one is really cool. It's kind of similar to what they would use in like whenever you get a pedicure and stuff like that to exfoliate your feet. And I just want to give a huge thank you to Duval for giving me a coupon code for you guys. So that will be down in the description box. It is 70% off of this skincare system. All the links and the details will be down in the description box. The coupon code is 70result, and of course, like I said, down in the description box in case you guys forget it. Thanks again to Duval for hooking you guys up with the coupon code, because this thing is like battery operated and it's completely waterproof, so you can take it in the shower, don't have to worry about getting electrocuted. It's awesome. So then, of course, I do all of the basic things. I do use that big brush head to wash my body occasionally if I feel like I need a good scrub, need to scrub the tanner off and stuff like that. I will just use that with my Mario Badescu exfoliating body wash, and then I will use the little foot scrubber attachment whenever I need it, which is probably about once a week. And then, like I said, I always cleanse my face in the shower, and right now I am using the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Cleanser. Then once I have shaved my legs and done all of the other basic things, then I get out of the shower and I put my robe on, which is what I'm wearing right now. I absolutely love this robe. I got it at a thrift store. So then, just to finish off my skincare routine, I will go in and just do a few spritz of the Mario Badescu Rose Water. Then I will always go in with an oil. Oils have made the biggest difference in my skin. I didn't use one for a long time, and once I finally did, my skin has never felt so hydrated and plump and smooth and everything in between. So the oil that I'm using right now is actually the Trader Joe's. It's a rose hip oil, and I just got it. I am using it for the first time, and so I'll let you guys know what I think, but I always follow up with an oil after the rose water. Then I apply my moisturizer, and at the moment I am using the IT Cosmetics Rosy Tone Confidence in a Cream. This has a little bit of an exfoliation to it, so it keeps your skin looking really fresh. It helps with that cellular turnover, and then it also has this really nice radiance to it, so it just makes your skin look so glowy. I'm just scratching the surface of it, but I really like it so far. And then lastly, I go in with eye cream, and right now I am using the Dr. Brandt 24/7 Retinol Cream. This has really helped to just smooth around my eye area. It's really nice. And then once I'm done with my skincare routine, I will just do other little basic things like clean the water out of my ears and take out my contacts if I'm wearing them. Then I head over to this chair that I have that's right outside of my bathroom. It's a chair that my cats love to play on, but it's leather, so my husband and I cover it with a blanket so that the cats don't scratch it up. And so I'll just pull the blanket off of that, and then I get all settled and ready to read and write. So if I haven't already journaled that day, this is where I take the opportunity to do so. I try to usually journal in the mornings because I like to really clear my head before work and anything else that I need to do that day. But if I don't get to it in the morning, then I will just clear my head at night, and I'll do it before I read, just to dump everything that's rolling around in my head, get it out on paper, get it out of my head, and that way my mind is really clear for me to absorb new information, where I always like to read every night. So once I'm done journaling, I will move on to reading, and right now I am reading The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. This book is all about the importance of the small things that you do and how those add up to the biggest impact in your life, and it just really changes the way you think about your daily life. Every little tiny thing that you do that seems insignificant that really matters the most. So I'm really enjoying it, highly recommend it. I'm about halfway through it already, and it's just been a really, really good read so far. Ever since I've cut back on my social media, not only do I have the time to read, I have the desire. I don't think I've had a desire to read like this since I read Twilight whenever I was a teen. So then once I'm done with that, I brush my teeth and it is off to bed and lights out. To see more of my daily routines and more of the behind the scenes of my life, you can check out this vlog right here where I uploaded my first monthly vlog ever and I start to share my life with you. Or you can check out some of my usual content right here, and I will see you guys over there. Bye!